my best, but my best wasn't good enough.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
The Boxing Voice, bringing you the most relevant news and latest rumors in the sport of boxing from around the world, while delivering diverse opinions and thought-provoking insights from a revolving cast of panelists. The most relevant guests in boxing, answering hard-hitting questions and touching on the topics that interest you the most. Correspondents from all over the globe, giving us the inside track on what's happening from fight town to fight town, and access to the inner workings of events allows you, the listener, a chance to get inside the fight. From continent to continent, coast to coast, we give you, the caller, a consistent outlet to voice your opinions on topics relevant to you by subscribing to iTunes, creating a tight-knit community by connecting the sweet science's most enthusiastic fans. Now, Nestor Gibbs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio, #TBV podcast. Manny Pacquiao brings us back for another spontaneous one. We are hearing reports of over 500 to 600,000 pay-per-view buys for his fight with Keith one-time Thurman. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao solidifying himself still as a star in this generation and definitely as an A-side. This is what we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, then you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. If you want to give us your opinion on Pacquiao reaching 500 to 600 pay-per-view buys, on whether or not he's the A-side, is he the cash cow in this division, this is what we will be discussing if you're interested. So you already know. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of this conversation.
Say what?
No, really, just add Nestor Gibbs on Skype and you can be part of the conversation. So let's get this thing started.
Big drama show.
Heading on out to Indiana, my co-host, your man,
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed out before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it. BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up with everybody out there in the TBV universe, back with another one. And yeah, Pacquiao, man, like he's doing good numbers on pay-per-view. But I do have to give some credit to Keith one-time Thurman. He did sell the fight. He did say he was going to crucify Manny Pacquiao, retire Manny Pacquiao. So maybe they got a lot of people interested in the fight. And I was kind of right. I said between 500 and 600,000 pay-per-view buys. So big ups to Manny Pacquiao. Definitely puts himself as a number one player in this welterweight division. We had 3 welterweight fights this year that happened on pay-per-view. Crawford versus Khan, low pay-per-view buy, not even over the 200,000 mark. Spence versus Garcia did about 360,000. And Pacquiao, Broner, and Pacquiao, Thurman. Both of those did better than those two.
Now, you know I ain't going to let you go ahead and... You see, hey, guys, did you notice that? Because I did. He inflated Crawford's numbers and deflated Earl's. Last I checked, Earl did 400 plus.
I did not deflate Earl's numbers.
Last I checked, Earl did 400 plus. Last I checked, Crawford did 150 or less.
I did not deflate Earl numbers. I just typed in Spence Garcia pay-per-view buys. The first article that pops up is from ESPN, and they report 360,000 buys.
How many articles you see with over 400?
Let me go through it.
Why wouldn't you go to Coppinger for that one, huh? You go to Coppinger for Pacquiao, but not for this one, huh?
Boxing News reports 360.
Trying to jack girl for them 40, y'all.
Bloody Elbow reports 360.
Those are good sites too. Bloody Elbow usually, right?
15 rounds reports 360.
I think Mike looking on the same Google search page, y'all.
Should I go on, man?
What happened to them 425s we was
on
reporting?
page 2.
What happened to them 425s we were reporting?
Fightful.com reports 360.
You know? What happened to them 425s we was
keep
reporting?
Going? MMA News reports just under 400,000 buys.
Oh, there you go.
The Boxing Voice reports between 350 and 400,000 buys.
There you go. There you go. The truth's starting to come out. I've
seen a lot more 360 than I have anywhere near
yeah,
the 400.
it seems like there's a lot more haters than there's truth tellers.
I mean, if they are haters, then T Street reports 360.
You know? All I know, you proving Earls, now prove Crawford. Why you gave Crawford an extra 50?
I said under 200,000.
Well, yeah, why not say under 150? What that's what it was, under 150, not under 200. But you phrased it in a way to make them boost it up. You trying to keep them tight with the rest of the folks.
Right now, bro. I don't see what you're doing.
You trying to keep them tight with the
show.
Because you trying to keep them tight with the rest of the welterweights.
I said under 200,000.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
And I said very low numbers too.
I see what you're doing, man.
I prefaced my statement by saying it was low.
Just know I caught you, man.
Okay, you caught me. But Manny Pacquiao, Broner, and this Keith Thurman fight, both of them have reportedly done better than both welterweights that had pay-per-view fights this year. So Manny Pacquiao is really showing himself to be the guy, the legend, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna front, man. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought this was gonna do better than 500. I hope that the 600 is true because I think Thurman did a lot of work in promoting this fight. He carried this promotion because
400,000 buys.
Excuse me?
Pacquiao and Broner do 400,000 buys.
Pacquiao and Broner do 400,000?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's old news. I'm saying I'm disappointed. This one only did 500. I'm hoping it's more on the high end of the 600 because I feel like Thurman sold this fight. I feel like he did a lot of work and, he said a lot of things that probably gained him a few enemies in sake of selling this fight. So, I don't know. I just would like to see them compensated properly for that because, again, I just think he did a lot of work. I mean, the crucifixion statement, the retirement statement, the T-Rex arm statement, the knockout statement. Like, he's got a lot of egg on his face to push this fight.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they had numbers on the illegal streams that maybe the Pacquiao Thurman did, but I'm not finding anything right now on the projected illegal streams from Pacquiao and Thurman. But in my opinion, 500,000 to 600,000 is damn good. In this day and age of the internet and how it's just so many platforms that you can illegally watch, these fights on and pay-per-view things on. So it's not like 500,000 should be frowned upon because I think it's damn good for a fight that maybe many people didn't really, outside of the hardcore fans, the casual fan, maybe didn't know who Keith Thurman was. They knew Manny Pacquiao. They see this young, brash guy say he's going to crucify him and retire him and things like that. Maybe they didn't think anything of it. And maybe people were out there not thinking much of a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. They maybe didn't think he could possibly do what he did. They seen him have a tough fight with Jeff Horn. They seen him first round TKO of Lucas Matisse or second round. And then a fight with Broner that was pretty much one-sided because the guy wasn't trying to throw punches. So maybe they had their doubts, but 500,000 to 600,000 is awesome.
I mean, I agree it's good, but I wanted better. Obviously, we've seen Pacquiao at higher numbers in the past, long time ago. But again, it's like I said, this is the only sport I fuck with, so I want to see it do great. I want to see Pacquiao get back to that height. I would have loved to see 1.5 to really pique the interest of, Pacquiao himself to challenge him versus Crawford and Earl and Sean Porter and Danny. and even for Floyd to entice him. If he sees Pacquiao still doing big numbers, it might pique his interest. Do you think that 500, made him scratch his head like, okay, we could still do that 2 million maybe? Mike?
2 million, man. That's a high number, man. You gotta be matched with the right guy, you know what I'm saying? Manny's not the guy that's gonna try to sell the fight. He's gonna depend on his fan base, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be out there overly boisterous, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to selling the fight. Keith Thurman did a great job, but in order for us to get to that 1.2 million or 2 million, 1.5, you're gonna need for them to match them up against somebody that has that signature that can sell.
Definitely. I fixed it, Mike. Never mind. I think I found a way to do it on my own. Oh, man, he's gone. So, I don't know, man. I like the 500. You good. I don't know if you heard me before you connected. I think I found a way to refresh it on my own. But I like the 500, but as only a boxing fan, I would have liked to see a bigger number. I thought Keith, I guess I was wrong about Keith and everything, right? I thought that his brashfulness, his talking would sell the fight in a nature that it would bring in more than 500,000 pay-per-views. I thought that everything that he said, I thought it just took a matter of time for people to see him and become interested, hear him, and want to see more of him. But damn, didn't quite work that way. I mean, in retrospect, it's only 100,000 more than Broner. And Broner,
I mean, I know this is like a Mike Cobbinger, but according to what's his guy's name? Manila Bulletin Sports, you know what I'm saying? Says he spoke to Manny's right hand man. What's the guy's name? I forget this guy.
Sean Gibbons.
Sean Gibbons, and he said that it's tracking over 600,000. So
over 6 is great. I would love to come back and report on over 6. That would be great. That would make them think about that rematch as well, right? Because if you're doing over 6, can you do that with Khan? Khan did allegedly 485, 600,000 with Canelo. That's Canelo. Khan did less than 200, right? What was it? 150 for the Khan fight versus Crawford. So, I mean, I don't know. Plus 600, that's big. That's what I wanted to report on, man. That sounds great.
This was done on Saturday, July 27th.
Damn, that's in the future, B. That's from the Manila. That's in the future.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Well, what did they say?
26 in America.
Damn, I feel like motherfucking what's the nigga name? Back to the Future. Some old shit.
Damn, Jakari thinks that Keith Thurman's inactivity might have hurt him in the process. I don't know if he means in the build-up or just overall fight. If we're talking overall fight, yeah. But you think build-up too? You think the public knew he was hurt and wouldn't stand a chance?
The public didn't really know him. They didn't really do a big thing for the Josecito Lopez fight. You know what I'm saying? They did a little background, but as the general public, you know what I'm saying, as a casual fan, we know Manny Pacquiao. I know we seen Keith Thurman on the Fox Sports and different platforms, but the casual fan, I mean, I don't know how many people actually knew who One Time was.
Yeah, man. That sucks. I'm a big One Time fan. I always thought once he hit the stage, it would just be a domino effect. That's not the case. I don't know. Final thoughts. 500, still good. It shows an increase from the Broner pay-per-view. 600 plus, way better if we could be reporting that story next. But, yeah, I mean, that's my final thoughts. Not much to say about this other than that it's definitely a success. According to Coppinger and The Athletic, 500,000 buys is a success given the pre-fight projection. So, much like my conversation with Espinoza once upon a time, where he had a benchmark of 250 being their safe zone, this must have had a benchmark of whatever that number being a safe zone, hence making the 500 a success. So their pre-fight projections for the numbers might have been way lower than 500.
My final thoughts are that Manny Pacquiao has the pick of the litter. He can go and do a big fight with Danny Garcia, maybe possibly do a big fight with Mikey Garcia, do a big fight with Errol Spence if he was to come through. Sean Porter, do a big fight with Amir Khan, you know what I'm saying, over in Saudi Arabia, and also possibly can also do a big fight with Terrence Crawford if he's able to beat Errol Spence or beat those guys on the PBC side. So I just feel like the next fights, whatever he choose, which probably going to be a light touch, might be a Mikey Garcia fight or Danny Garcia fight. I think those will do even better numbers when those come out.
But Manny defeating the undefeated Keith Thurman, would the Mikey Garcia fight sell? Doesn't he need a win? Would people believe that he's got a chance at Pacquiao?
I mean, Manny Pacquiao is not going to fight the rest of this year, so I think Mikey will be fighting before the end of the year, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but it just seems like he should be. And yeah, if you come out off a win, I mean, there's going to be plenty of people that probably think that Mikey could have beat Keith or Mikey could have beat Pacquiao too.
Yeah. So on Manny's verified Twitter, Instagram, he put this post. With the Philippine Senate back in session, my fight continues. This time as an elected public servant. Thank you especially to Al Heyman for making my U.S. trip so memorable. I will be discussing my return to the ring with my team later this summer. Stay tuned. So it doesn't give that indication that he's not coming back this year. The fact that he's saying he's going to discuss it with his team later this summer, which still has a whole month left, I don't know. You know, Pacquiao's known to be back on a November date. Maybe they were waiting for these numbers to truly make that decision. How's the Senate work? You follow politics? Because he's always fought in November, has he not?
Not down in the Philippines, I don't know.
But hasn't he always fought in November? I guess I'll double check that and see like how many Novembers has he missed, if any.
I believe he fought Jesse Vargas in November. Also, I think he fought. Jeff Horn wasn't in November.
Dan suspended Nevada suspended Pacquiao for them blowies.
Lucas Matisse.
What?
Lucas Matisse
was November.
I believe so. Yes, or somewhere around that time.
Nah, that was July 7-15. Broner was January. Jeff Horn was also July. Jesse Vargas was November. Bradley was April. Floyd was May. Algieri November. Bradley April. Brandon Rios November. Marquez December. Bradley June. Again November Marquez. Yeah, I told you November's his date. Antonio Margarito November again. Miguel Cotto November again. I think November's his date. But let me see. It changed, though, so it could have changed because of the Senate duties. And Vargas was the last November date. Vargas is the last November date. And what's starting to look as a pattern is July dates. July 2nd, July 15th, now July 20th with Thurman. And he had a few close to July dates. He had that June date with Bradley. David Diaz was also June 28, late June. So I don't know, slight possibility maybe that he's back in November. Let me get out to the callers first. A word from our sponsors.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Brandon, talk to me in Cincinnati.
What's going on, Ness Mike? Can y'all hear me? I'm driving.
I got you covered. Talk to me.
Yeah, numbers are great, man. You know, in this day and age with the legal streaming and shit, 500,000, you really ain't gonna get much better than that. Unless you like Canelo Alvarez, he's about the only person I think can do 1 million per day. So 500, that's a good number. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, nobody ever said Manny Pacquiao was the A side against any welterweight. So that's never really been a debate outside of Floyd Mayweather. He's come A side against anybody. That's Earl, Bud, Keith, Andy, Sean. So that's not even debatable. That's never been debatable. He's always going to be an A side fighter against this. But that don't mean he's going to beat these guys when he fight them. So that's all I got to say about that.
Well, all right, Brandon, thanks for calling in, obviously. You guys don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, future, present, past. This is our second spontaneous show of the day. Mike seems to be having technical difficulties with Skype, and we have no more callers. So want to thank everybody for tuning in, but stick around. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm pretty certain we'll be back. And there goes Mike. I'm pretty certain we'll be back with another one in a few minutes here. Some big news to talk about. Mike is back, though, so yeah.
Your final thoughts is just 500,000 to 600,000 is damn good. I think that Manny Pacquiao is, still one of the A-sides in the weight division. Is going to be very intriguing to see how that plays out with Earl Spence and if he still thinks that he's that guy.
Definitely. That's what I wanted to throw in the title, man. Who's the, my title got shot down, but
He's going to run with it.
I'm going to run with, I ain't no dictator. Peace.
That shit was
SGTO, Instagram and Twitter.